Ick has redeemed their improv 1 million, and it's that. Improvise this, and it's
Does that mean I have to have my legs in the air all night? Well, I don't have a vase, do I?
Mods, if you've got your mod view open, if you could just redeem that, make sure that's spent. No refunds. This improv's based on that. Let the story commence. Craig was walking down the street one day and he passed a restaurant. He looked in and it was everybody in it was doing that. There were 5 people in it and they're all doing that. There was 2 in front at the window, and there was like 2 just a wee bit further in the restaurant, and there was one person behind the counter. They're all doing that, and they're all kind of smiling and laughing. And Craig went like that, and then they went like that. And Craig walked on, and he thought, that was funny. That what just happened there? It's probably they all know each other. And they're like, let's all give the finger to just everybody who walks by. But then they would lose customers and get complaints. There's a person behind the counter who was doing it. Why would you do that? Because you don't care if your business is, if you're going to get complaints. Maybe it's like the last day. No, maybe it's the person behind the counter. They don't own the business and they don't give a fuck. And maybe some of them was their pals, but they were all doing it. Was there anybody else in the place who wasn't doing it? I think that was everybody. You might have missed some people who were like, oh, what's going on here? Could be the last day and they're shutting down, moving, just like, yeah, fuck it, just let's do that. Craig bumped into somebody and the person was like, which way are you going? He went, sorry, lost in thought. The person went on. And the phone rang and it was his office saying, are you here? Are you ready for the meeting? And he went, I'm just, I'm heading there. I'm heading there just now. Listen, I might be a wee bit delayed by 5 minutes. There's something I need to check out. Delayed, but this is an important meeting, very important for our business. And Craig went, I know, 5 minutes. 5 minutes tops. But this conversation is over. And he went back to the restaurant and he walked past it and looked in, but they're all just sort of getting on with what people normally get on with a restaurant. Person behind the counter's doing the thing. And he went, what is that? So I tried to get their attention. One person went like that. He went, right, I'm going to go in. He went in. And he went up to the counter. He said, do you take coffees to take away? No, we don't, sorry. And he said, what was that with the finger? And they went like that. Sorry? What were you doing that for? Doing that? It wasn't. When I walked past you, I was going like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Was it not you? Was it somebody? I couldn't see. But he definitely knew it was the 2 people down the front. He wasn't sure if it was this person behind the counter because it's further back away from the window. There's a reflection on the window. Pretty sure it was him, but it might not be. You said in the finger, there was a member of staff that was doing a finger. So it's all right, I'm no offended or anything. I just wondered, I thought it was kind of funny. I came in for a coffee, I just remembered the thing, but they won't know. And he went up to the 2 people at the window and he said, here, listen, I'm not annoyed or anything like that. What was that? You're all in. And they went, What? When you gave the finger. He's talking, I didn't give you the finger. You talking about, you sure you got, wait, he went, all right, right, all right, right, see you later. But he's getting up, he was actually a bit angry. Didn't like that kind of, you're imagining it, shite. Just thought, that's kind of cruel, didn't like that. And he left. And as he was walking away, he saw the guy, you know, the one he bumped into, getting into his motor. And Craig went like that, chapped on the guy's window. He went, excuse. And the guy put the window down. And he said, do you remember bumping into me earlier? Remember? Sorry about that. Remember? And the guy went, no, I don't know what you're talking. What is it, mate? And he said, here, what's that? What's that? And grabbed the keys out the motor and ran away with them. And the guy chased after him. And Craig ran up a wee lane and then ran down another lane and then came back to the guy's motor, having lost him, and got into the motor, started this guy's motor, drove it away, and then turned it around so that it was pointing straight towards that fucking restaurant. And he thought to himself, if any of you want to say sorry now, now's the time. If any of you only telepathic and can't read my mind for here, that's on you. In 5 seconds, I'm coming for you. And he counted down in his head. It's a new thing that's gone about the 5 second rule. And then when he got to 0, he fucking floored it. And it made, screeching wheel spin type of thing that everybody turned their head. The two at the window saw, they heard. And Craig went ramming right into the fucking window. And the good thing is he hit the fucking curb as he was coming up to it, so it sort of bounced the fucking motor in the air, went right up like a right good fucking action film, right in. And see the two at the window took their head off. Aye, like Starsky and Hutch. It took their head off. And then it sort of came down and then landed on the two that were in the middle. And then the person behind the counter. They got crushed. But crushed in that way that you're still alive. And it's if you move the motor away, you'll die. And the guy went like, tell my wife and my wains that Craig went like, fucking sharp, held his nose like that. The guy went like that. Craig went like that. Oh. And kind of suffocated him until the guy like started going like that and let him breathe again, that sort of tortured kind of way. And then Craig walked out. And everybody's like, oh my God, what happened there? And Craig went like that. They got what was coming to them. Now I'm away for an important meeting. It's very important for my business. And as he walked away, hold on. As he walked away, he turned around to look at the restaurant. And he passed this other restaurant next to it. And they were like that. And they looked the exact same. And Craig was like, wait a fucking minute. It just so happens he got the wrong restaurant. He got the wrong fucking restaurant. It was there was one right next door to it. same layout and everything, and you know what the thing is? This is the weird thing. See everybody in the restaurant doing that. Each individual was a twin of the people in the restaurant next door. The person behind the counter and the victim's one is a twin of the other one, and they both opened up a kind of twins restaurant for twins. No, I've not jumped to shark. This is good. For twins, and you know, see, twins, they do the same thing even when they're no together. They've got a kind of connection, which is funny because I mentioned that thing about telepathy earlier, because Craig went in, we're all like that, right? And they were doing that, right? But it seemed kind of sad. And Craig went in and he went, you's all right? I got the wrong fucking place, by the way. I was meant to get used. That was meant to be used, by the way. Is that, why are you sad? And they said, I just felt a disturbance in the force. I felt I've lost something, but I don't know what it is. And Craig said, I just told you, I just fucking rammed into, your siblings are dead. Your twin siblings are dead. Because of yous. So that's on yous. Them not being telepathic and apologising. Do you know, maybe they would have, maybe they are, but they've got nothing to apologise for. That's it. So they are telepathic, but they didn't communicate because there is nothing to apologise for. And the twins who were alive went, what the fuck you on about? He went, what the fuck am I on about? Give us a wee second. By the way, you just haven't got away with this shit. You just haven't been punished yet. So he went next door, drove the motor back out, and rammed it into that lot. Because the thing is, they would have been sad their whole life. So it's best you just fucking put them into their misery. And that was taken into consideration when he went to court. The murder charges for the first lot was due to a misunderstanding, anger, bullying, mistaken identity that under the circumstances is absolutely fine. Twins. The chances of that happening got off with that. So it's like, you know, how's the defendant, the charges and the charge of murder of, you know, people in that restaurant. We find the defendant not guilty. Like to the jury. And response reply to the charge of murder of that second lot. The second lot. And remember, jury, I know you made your decision, it's on the wee bit of paper. But remember what I said. I said it was them that did it. Them that actually did it in the first place. Right? I'm not trying to influence it. I'm not meant to influence it. But I did say, how do you find the defendant? Not guilty. Yes! Fucking get in! And there was like the Moas and the Das and all that. There was like five lots of them. And they're like, how is justice? How is this justice? And the Dad's like that, trying to pull out a fucking knife, and the fucking bailiffs fucking wrestle the knife off him, bang his fucking horn against the counter and all that. And Craig went, because there's 5 lots of them. He went, oh, here, wait a minute. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. And there was actually, there was actually only 4 lots, and he was like, I need a 5th one. I've got a 5th one spare. And he went, like that to the judge, and that's for you. And the judge went like that, get out of here. You got a lot of balls. I like this kid. The end. And that's a true story. How do I know? I was the judge. And I corrupted the system. I just like somebody getting picked on like that.